Hi, it's Chris, and this is my review of today's reading of reading through the Bible in here chronologically. So today we read in the end of Lamentations, chapter 5, where we get to hear Jeremiah's experience of after all the prophecy that he spoke against what had happened to Jerusalem. And when it came true, it came to fulfillment. We see it, his pain and suffering that he experienced by witnessing the things that were happening and how he endured some of the things that happened to those people. There was collateral damage with the wrath of God that came. Jeremiah had hope, but he still experienced that discomfort because of what sin did. Keep that in mind. Then we get into Obadiah. And again, Obadiah with chapter 1, Obadiah, and I gotta wonder how long is Obadiah? I don't even know. But we read through Obadiah chapter 1, and with Obadiah, we see Obadiah prophesying against the neighbors of Israel, who should have helped protect them or, save the people that were trying to escape. But instead, the Obadiah talks about how they celebrated their destruction and then also pillaged, jumped in on it, engaged in it. And Lord said, "Nope, you're not going to get away with that. That's not the way this is going to work. It's coming back to you. You're going to get that back against you in due time." So again, a warning of, as people are suffering, suffer with them. Don't take advantage of them, right? Then we get the story of Gedaliah, and we see that in 2 Kings 25, 20 through to 26, and Jeremiah 40, and part of 41. It looks like all of 41. That's we get the overview in 2 Kings, and then we get the plot against Gedaliah. We get to see how that all plays out in Jeremiah. That Gedaliah didn't believe that he would be killed, and he was taken advantage of. And then it was Ishmael, and I don't know who Ishmael is or where he came from. It does say that he's the son of, and the grandson, but he comes to do evil. But he escapes at this point. This was an interesting story of evil being done, of murdering, and he did it against the Babylonian regime, so don't know that it's going to end well for him. But that's what we read tonight. So what did we get out of that? What's God saying in all this? Well, with Jeremiah and in Lamentations, again, it kind of reiterates the whole idea that there may be collateral damage when we live among sin and we aren't repulsed by it enough to move away from it or get away from it or stand up against it. We may have, even Jeremiah stood up against it, and he was right where God told him to be, and he still suffered in it because of the sin. But what else do we get from the story of Gedaliah? Keep wise counsel around you? I don't know. Ishmael did a horrible thing. But I guess what we do see in this is we see the start of the setup. And I hadn't realized this before. I've read the book of Nehemiah. I've read Daniel, and I've read there's other prophets that are around there. Ezra. Again, there's other books around. And it's right they're all in the same time period. And I haven't thought about it in that way. But this is the precursor to it. We've seen how Jerusalem was destroyed and why it was destroyed and why Babylon took and exiled Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego away, along with Daniel and Nehemiah for that matter. And Nehemiah, we will read where he eventually will come back and rebuild Jerusalem under Babylonian rule. And that some of these people, I'm guessing that's where it's leading to, is that these surrounding towns are going to come against Nehemiah. And again, maybe that's the setup for it that I have to keep in mind. And what's God saying through that? Oh, again, what does God say? God, what are you saying through this? What are you trying to teach me? I'm searching, Lord. Keep asking. I will keep asking. I'll keep searching. I don't know if we can wait that long in the video. Because God speaks how he speaks when he speaks. And I know he's got something for me, but I don't think it's for the video. For this. I will say that God is wonderful, holy, and true. He's the Savior of the world. He loves us. We are his creation. We couldn't exist without him. Not only did he love us, he made a way for us. He loved us so much. He gave us free choice, free will. And we took advantage of it. And we take advantage of it. And we need a Savior. But he gave us that. He gave us Jesus, his son, who came to this world through the Virgin Mary, lived a sin-free life, a life free of sin, and willingly went to the cross and died there, paying the price for our sin, taking the wrath that was meant for us. And should we believe on him, we shall not perish, but have everlasting life. But we have to believe in him and believe the things that he said to do as well. Our faith is what saves us, not by works, lest any man should boast. But it's our faith that shows our beliefs, or our works that shows our beliefs and our faith. It proves it. Our actions speak for us. We have to believe in our heart and confess with our mind that Jesus is Lord, and there's where our salvation is. But if we don't believe in our heart, our actions won't show it, our works won't show. So we have to be in constant check of that. And again, it's not by our own doings, it's by the work of God in us. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And love your neighbor as yourself. And that summarizes the 10 Commandments. And the greatest commandment, the newest commandment that Jesus says, this I leave you, a new commandment. Love others as I have loved you. And how did he love? Enough to die for all of us. Whether we accept it or not, he died for us. He died for those who spit on him, who cut him, who beat him, who put nails through his hands into that cross and stood that cross up, who mocked him and spit at him and cursed him. He loved them all. And anyone that believes on him, doesn't matter what they did, they believed on him, they'd have everlasting life. That's the gospel. That's what we need to know. And that's what we're saying over and over again. So what else have I learned? I'm listening, God.